So this is interesting. If you're just joining us, Aidan Hutchinson just announced breaking news, gets a 4-year contract extension. The terms have not been released yet, but you have to imagine it's in the ballpark of the Micah Parsons contract. And typically if you're up, you get the next highest paid at your position contract. If you're in the top, 5, 10, whatever it is, the next guy always gets more than the last guy did. So we're thinking it's probably a 4-year, $200 million extension.
Close to it.
With the money being moved around shell game-ish. And Kang, you brought up a great point during the commercial break. I will give you credit for it. And that is, it's probably really a 3-year contract, because what happens when guys are going into the last year of their contract?
Negotiate.
Yeah, and he's looking for his third contract as well. And that's what agents do. Not necessarily Aidan was thinking about that, but I'm sure his people were talking to him like, hey, 4-year would be perfect for both of us, the organization and you. Because in 3 years, if you're still playing this well and still in the prime of your career, you re-up again. Look at Garrett, right? Look at Myles Garrett. So if you're on that same trajectory, you're going to be rich man again in 3 years when you renegotiate.
Yeah. So look, here's a guy that has been what we'd hope he would be when the Lions got him as a force on the edge. Now the question becomes, do they do anything else at that position big? We don't know the number breakdown. Does it cut into their available cap space so much that they couldn't get another player there? Are they willing to do that? I have a suspicion that if Brad Holmes was asked about, hey, are you going to improve the edge rusher position? He would say, well, we just locked up Hutch. I think that's what he would say. There is a strong want by some. Yesterday we did the poll, and it turned out more people wanted help in the secondary of the trade deadline than the edge rusher spot. At the very least, they got this guy locked up. Now, some people had no issue with taking, and I'm not trying to stir up any crap here, but I know some of you out there were perfectly fine with giving Hutch's money to somebody else. And not because you like that player more than Hutch, but you were like, if you can get another elite edge rusher and it cuts into your future cap space and you don't have money for Hutch, many people out there didn't care. They just wanted another elite edge rusher that would cost that kind of money. Scott, I think that they are comfortable with what they have in-house. They know what they're getting. The player buys in. They know he's coachable. They know what they're getting out of him. I think, when Brad Holmes talks about who they add to the roster, he uses the word intentional all the time. This was very intentional. He's constantly, they talk about their vetting process. That's not to say they can't vet a player that's outside the organization. I just think they love their own guys and want to keep their own guys. And, others have a rule that don't fall in love with your own guys.
Yeah, I get it. But I think, look, they have so many guys that they could fall in love with. You can't fall in love with every single one of them, but you can fall in love with a lot of them. And I think they've done a nice job of trying to space out these contracts as much as they can. But you're going to end up having a decision to make at some point, but that decision is likely to be solved by having somebody restructure a contract so they can get somebody else signed. And they'll have a number of players that they can go and ask that from when the time comes. I mean, this window of opportunity to win, I mean, with now that you got Hutch in tow here, I mean, it's this season and at least 4 more while they've got this band together, so to speak. So it's exciting. What does it mean for the rest of the year? Obviously, some of that money is going to go towards this year's cap that they got the space, but because of the signing bonus, it's going to be prorated for the duration of the contract. So some of that's going to affect this. But here's what they know now. Now they know fully how much money they have to spend when it comes to the trade deadline, what kind of a player they can acquire. And in rental players are still, look, they're valuable. But if you wanted to take on Trey Hendrickson, that rental contract is going to be, $15 million a year or $15 million for the rest of the year?
Yeah.
So do they have that kind of space? If Hendrickson does become available, they might.
So the next draft class includes Laporta and Branch in the second round. So their contracts are up too. Did they re-sign
after
Branch?
next year, right?
Yes, just like Hutch
year
was.
3.
Yeah, just like Hutch was. Do you think that they're working on contracts for those guys too?
For Laporta and
Branch.
And Branch? Yeah, I think they've got to know. Yeah.
And I just wonder, I mean, if they've got money earmarked for them that needs to be accounted for. But
I wouldn't imagine. I mean, if something with them gets done, I wouldn't expect it to be until after the season, much like what happened before the draft a couple years ago. That's when announcement comes for those guys, because you want to have some flexibility with the trade deadline just a handful of days away here.
You know, the thing the Lions have avoided so far, you guys are talking about future extensions and contracts. They've avoided the one that hurts, that got away, really, right? Like the one, because it's got to come, right? They can't not possibly keep every single great player. I mean, losing Josh Reynolds is one thing. Losing Jamal Williams is another.
We have the money.
I just got a text.
Ian Rappaport says the Lions and Aidan Hutchinson agreed to a 4-year mega extension, according to his agent, Mike McCartney. It's a 4-year, $180 million deal, $141 million guaranteed. That's less than the deal that
Micah
Parsons got.
We get better return on the dollar a little bit.
So 45. I mean, it's not much less. It's $1.5 million less per year, but it's $45 million a year.
Green Bay, did they overpay for Micah Parsons? 248.
So $141 million guaranteed. Interesting. Don't know what the signing bonus is, but okay.
Interesting.
It's very interesting.
Well, congratulations to Hutch.
Yeah.
But also congratulations to us.
Yes.
We got our guy locked up, and the cap is such a like I feel like I really should have majored in something that would have been useful when it comes to like business law.
It's okay. I got us covered when it comes to the math.
My math skills are eroding quickly. But this is a big deal, and it's a good deal. I love the length. But Lions fans, how are you feeling about it? 248-539-9797. Hutch locked up for some time here. Feedback coming in. Matt writes in, the Lions need the end of the season to see how good he does before they pay him. I understand that they can change the amount of money by giving him an extension before somebody else set a record, but I need to see him finish the season and get the numbers he needs.
Why?
I guess he just...
Because he needs to?
Well, I mean, this is you don't trust that he's as good of a player as a contract like this is commensurate for.
Look, there are some players I think in the past I've had that same attitude towards. When the Lions signed Charlie Batch before they had to, I was like, why? What has Charlie Batch done to make you think that you have to invest in this guy right now? You could wait. Hutchinson's different. Hutch is like the best rated defender in the National Football League over the last couple of years.
Yeah, he's been really, really good.
He's outstanding. He is a game changer. He's a game wrecker. He's the guy that you want. I really like Trey Hendrickson. He's not Aidan Hutchinson.
No.
I really like Max Crosby. He's not Aidan Hutchinson.
If there were a draft of NFL players today, where you could just start today, I mean, where's he going? His top 10,
among
top
defensive,
15?
Outside of quarterbacks, I think because I think edge rushers to go after quarterbacks go. He's probably second or third in the discussion with Myles Garrett and Micah Parsons.
248-539-9797. More of your phone calls and feedback. Aidan Hutchinson gets a 4-year, $180 million contract extension with the Lions, $141 guaranteed. I'll have to see how it breaks down, how much it cuts into this year's cap they got it done before the trade deadline. Does that mean they wanted to know and have this locked up so they could make that big trade? Is that a possibility here?
Ooh.
Adding to the intrigue. Karsch and Anderson, 97.1.